All right, today we are going to review some words. We're going to review words that have a short vowel in the middle, those short vowel words. We're going to start with doing some segmenting. Oh, I see Elliot's got it ready. I see Rowan got it ready. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're going to segment these sounds, and I'm going to give you a quiz after, so you better listen carefully. Ready? Repeat. Soft.
Soft.
Ready? Hit it. Soft. Repeat. Split.
Split.
Okay, go. It. How many sounds?
5.
Here we go. Repeat. Traps.
Traps.
Now this is that tricky t-er, like in trice. Ready? Traps. Go. T-er-a. Traps. Who knows how many clusters is in traps?
5. That is 4. 2.
Well, there's 5 sounds. How many clusters? What are my clusters?
2.
What are they? Nice. Do you agree? T-er and p-s. Here we go. Repeat. Brings.
Brings.
Ready? Together. B-er-ing. Z.
Even though it sounds like a Z, it's always an S.
When we hear that z sound, we know that when we write it, what is it going to be?
S.
The letter S. That's right. One of our favorite things to learn about. Here we go. Repeat. Stamp.
Stamp.
Here we go. St-a-mp. Stamp. Annalia, hand up. Repeat. Thrill. I-l. Thrill. Trash. Repeat. Ready? Segment it. T-r-a-sh. Okay, repeat. Bench. Segment. B-e-n-ch. Bench. How many sounds? 4 sounds. Here we go. Buddy, do you want some water? Why don't you go get a little drink of water, buddy, okay? Repeat. Things. Ready? Segment it. Ing.
Because even though it sounds like a Z, it's always an S.
You know, I did that wrong. Let's try that again. Even sometimes I get it wrong. Those digraphs are a little tricky in those Z sounds, aren't they? Here we go. Let's try it again. Things. I, ng, z. There we go. Last one. Repeat. Crush. Hit it. Sh. 4 sounds. All right, here's your test. You have 5. Are you ready? You're going to try to segment it yourself, and then I'm going to tell you how many. First word, repeat. Soft. Put your fingers up. Sure. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, here it is. Soft. The answer was 4. Yes. Ready? Repeat. Traps. Go put it at your table. Traps. Okay, here it is. T-r-a-ps. Ooh, you guys, okay, I'll get you, you want a tricky one?
No. No.
Yes, we always love tricky. The next one is trash. Trash. Here it is. T-r-a-sh. All right, one more. Bench. Repeat. All right, here it is. B-e-n-ch. Bench. All right, so today we're going to do a lot of chaining. We're going to chain to read. We're going to chain to spell with picture cards, and you're also going to be chaining to read, to write on your boards. But before we do that, we're going to go over our sounds super quick. Are you ready? Here we go. Now, be accurate. Be quick, right? Say the letter and the sound after. Ready? Hit it. Go. M. N.
T.
D. C. G. G. F. V. S. Z. I. E. A. U. O. B. H L R W Y X K J C H S H T H Q U, and my favorite, N G. Feel your tongue. Where is your tongue? Is this sound, when you see it, we've had a lot of conversation about this. When you see this in a word, do you say ng? No. How many sounds is an NG? How many sounds? One sound. Say it. Ready? 2 letters make one sound. And this sound does not say ng. That's, how many sounds is that? Ng.
2.
That is 2 sounds.
But if there's an I, what do you say?
That's right. And we also talked that if there is an I in front of it, we can just look at ING and say what? Ing. Right. But when we say this, show me one more time. Show me mouth position. Is it voiced or unvoiced? It's unvoiced or voiced? Feel it. It's voiced. If you can feel it, it is voiced. All right, kiss your brains. All right, here we go. One more thing. We're going to start with this, and then we're going to start some chaining. Now, the purpose of this is to get super fast, right? We want to be fast in recognizing our letters, but we also want to be what? Accurate. We want to be accurate. So if you're trying to be super fast, but you have a wreck during a race, then you're not accurate, right? Okay, so here we go. Be accurate so you can stay on the race course. Okay, hit it. B, okay. V, T, L, N. Whoa, oh, we had a crash. What is this? E, A. Here's the next one. W, H, Yes, we almost made it around the race course that time. Almost. We had a couple crashes. A, C, E, G, I, K, M, O, Q, S, U, W, Y, you start, go. B, D, F, H, J, L, N, P, R, T, V, X, Z. Excellent. Kiss your brains. How about boys start first while I'm still getting my cards? Go boys, hit it. B, D, F, H, J, L, N, P, R, T, V, X, Z. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to chain 3 different ways today. The first way we're going to chain is we're going to do some chaining to read. I am going to chain on my board. We're going to use our cards to chain our second round of words, and then the third round of words you are going to chain to write. Are you ready?
But can we do that game again?
Can we do that game? Maybe later for that game. All right, so here we go. Eyes up here. Let me see your knees. Knees should be facing me. Anastasia, knees toward me. All right, so there's 2 parts to this. I'm going to make the word. What do you have to do first?
Think.
You have to think. Are you just going to yell it out? I want you to think about it. I really want you to know it so you can be accurate, and then we will read. Here we go. I'm going to start right here. Think. Read. 10. Here we go. Sound it. Tin. Now, I'm going to change the t. Now, remember that when we chain in a minute with the cards and the writing, you always have to tell me what you're doing. How are you changing the word? Watch how I'm going to change this word. I just changed the t to a think. Think. Read. Here we go. Blend it. In, thin. Now I'm going to change the to a sh. Think. Oh, you're thinking first. Wait, I want to give everybody at least 10 seconds to figure it out. Read. Here we go. Blend it. Sh, I, n, shin. Now I'm going to change the sh to a p. Think. Read.
Pin.
Blend it. P, I, n, pin. Now, check this out. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to, actually, I'm just going to do one. I got confused. I was thinking two because I saw the two letters, but am I doing two things or am I just doing one thing? I'm doing one, but there's two letters. That's what kind of confuses me. All right, think. Read. Ping. Blend it. Ping. Ping. Now I'm going to change the p. You guys are getting so fast at this word, my p, to a r. Think. Read.
Ring.
Blend it. Ring. Ring. I'm going to change the r to an unvoiced. Think. Read. Thing. Blend it. Ing. Thing. And this is what Cash was talking about earlier. When we can kind of say this two ways. We could say ing. Do that with me. Ing. With three sounds, or we could chunk, right? We talk about chunking a lot, and we could just say it in two parts. Ing. Ing. All right. I have thing. I'm going to change the to a stink. Read.
Sing.
Sing. Then I'm going to add. Oh, look at this. I'm not changing anything. Watch what I do. I'm going to add. I'm going to add a t. After the s. Look at that. I added something. Didn't change. Didn't take away. Think. Read.
Sting.
Sting. Finally, I'm going to do a vowel switch. I'm going to change the I. He goes over here to an Think. Read. Here we go. Let's blend this one. St, I have a question for you. Look carefully. Just hold up your finger if you know the answer. How many vowels are in the word stung? Hold up your finger. Hold it up. How many clusters are in the word stung? Hold up your finger. The answer is 1. How many digraphs are in the word stung? Hold up your finger. It is only 1. Correct. All right, here we go. I am going to give out cards. Ready? Tell me the sound. By the way, I'm giving these to the people who have been listening and putting their eyes on me. What's the sound? Oh, wait, those are the wrong sounds. Hey, that's not going to make any word that I'm going to say. Let's try this again. Elliot, I'm going to hand you this one. What's the sound? What's the sound? You're making that fast. Here we go. You're welcome. What's the sound? Rowan, I'm going to give this to you. You know why, don't you? Why am I giving that to you?
Because my name starts with it.
Well, yes. All right, what's the sound? Oh, Brooks. Brooks, I am not giving that to you because it begins with your name, right? I don't know why I gave that to you. What's the sound? Hold it up. I'm going to give you that, buddy. You've been listening really well. What's the sound? No. What is the sound? Now, where is this? If we're making vowel words that are short vowel words, where is this going to probably be in the word?
Middle.
There you go. An if. What's the sound? You're welcome. The sound is, and I have one more. What is the sound? All right. So here, the stage is yours. Are you ready? Let me get the globe out of the way here. I am going to say a word, and we're going to change with the big cards. Now, remember this. When we go to change, you have to be specific and tell me what we're changing. Are we changing? Are we adding? Or are we what? What's the other choice? Change, add, or
Delete.
delete. So here we go. The first word I want you to make is rat. Let's segment it out. Go. At. Go. Go, go, go. Look at that. We have the word rat. Yes, thumbs up if you agree. Here we go. Let's sound it out. Rat. Rat. Now, change the word rat, listen, to raft. You might want to segment it. Let's segment it. Raft. What are we doing?
Adding.
What are we adding? We're adding an F. Here we go. Ready? Segment it. Blend it. Raft. Blend it. Raft. Here we go. Change raft to, repeat, shaft. Shaft. Segment it. Shaft. All right, what did we have to do? You got to tell me. Yeah, look, Rowan sat down. We changed the R to a sh. Here we go. Let's blend it. Go. Shaft. Shaft. Here we go. Change shaft to, repeat, shift. Shift.
Carl takes shifts on when you go work at Delta.
Yeah, look, a shift is like an amount of time that you work. So he takes a shift at Delta. That means he goes to work a shift.
And I flew on an airplane at his work one day to go to Florida.
That is exciting. I love airplanes. All right, here we go. Ready? Ready?
I went to all this height.
Who's got their eyes up here? You ready? Here we go. Shift. We're going to change shift to rift. Ooh, what are we doing? What do we do? What did we do? Who can tell me? We changed the sh to a r. Rowan, you're back up again for the first sound. Ready? Let's segment it. Go. Rift. Here we go. Let's see if we can get some of these other guys off the stage. Ready? We're changing rift to, repeat, lift. Lift. Talk to me. What's happening?
Change it.
All right, let's segment it. Go. Blend it. Lift. Here we go. Change lift to list. Oh, he's already coming down. He's coming. Why are you coming down? List. So let's segment it. Ready? List. What did we do?
Change to an S.
We changed the F to a. Tell me the sound.
S.
Tell me the sound. Here we go. Because you have to tell me the sound. Because when we blend sounds in a word, listen. This is why it's important to always think about sounds. L-I-S-T. L-I-S-T. Is that a sound? No. Is that a word? So you have to, we don't want to name the letter, but you got to tell me the sound. Here we go. Do it again. L-I-S-T. List. Here we go. Take list and make, ready? Repeat, lit. It. Already, how many sounds do we know it has? Three. We got 4 people up here. Somebody out? What did we just do? No. What did we do? We deleted her. You out, right? The S is out. So we have lit. Oh, that's a tiny word. Look at that. Should we make them bigger? You want to make it? We like one with lots of letters. All right. We have lit. We could make little, right? We know that. Yeah, we'd have to have another T and an L and an E. But actually, we're going to not make little. We're going to change this sound. Ready? We're going to take lit and make, repeat, quit. She is already up. What are we doing?
Change the O to.
Here we go. Change it to quit. Now, you know, I just said let's make it bigger. And we still have 3 people up here.
We're going to add some.
You think we're going to add something? But we have 3 people. If we have 3 people up here, that means that we have 3 what in this word quit?
We have 4 sounds.
We have
4 letters.
We have 3 sounds. We have 4 letters. Let's blend it. Ready? It, quit. And guess what? Making one more. We're making one more. Take the word quit and we're going to make quilt. Now, get your hand up. Let's segment that together. It's kind of a little tricky one. Ready?
Jennifer needs to get off. He's been on there for the whole
Well, let's make quilt, and then we'll talk about Zephyr being up there for the whole time. All right, hold it up here, Zeph. All right. Woo, I can't trick you guys. I think that that is tricky. That's a tricky cluster. Here we go. Ready? Say it. Quilt. So Zephyr Rowan said, Zephyr's been up there the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, why has Zephyr not had to leave the podium, the stage? Why did he never have to leave? What did all of the words that we just do have in common?
Right. There's a C. The last letter.
Okay, so let's go back to the rhyme. Listen to these words. Do they rhyme? Rat, raft, shift, list, quit. Did those rhyme?
No.
So it's not that they rhymed. Why did Zephyr get to stay up the entire time?
Because they all started.
Because they all started with a T. Look where he is.
They all ended with it.
Zephyr, you just got the lucky letter. Every single word ended with a T. Ready? Everybody put your eyes up here. I'm going to read these words one more time. Tell me what you hear at the end. Listen. Rat. What do you hear at the end? T. Raft. Shaft.
Shaft.
You should be telling me what you hear at the end. Listen. Shift. T. Rift. T. Lift. List. Lit. Quit. Quilt. So Zephyr, turns out you had the lucky sound of the day because every single word ended with a T. Now what happened to our first sound throughout the words?
Changed.
They changed, right? What happened to the vowel throughout the words? They changed, but Zephyr, it looks like you had the lucky sound of the day. All right, so we've already chained to read on the board. We chained to read with the big sound cards, and now we are going to chain to write. Now remember, just like we chained to read the cards, you will need to tell me what you're doing to make the new words. Are we changing? Are we
Adding.
or are we
Deleting.
deleting? You have to tell me, and you have to be specific. You have to say we're going to change at the beginning or delete at the beginning or delete at the end or add at the end. Here we go. You ready? First word always starts super easy. Please write the word hen. Segment it. Antonella, come over here. Right here. Hen. Oh, right there, sis. Hen. Okay. So this is always kind of a tricky one. We seem to always get a little tricked by these two vowels. Everybody look up here. Tell me the sound that this vowel makes. Eh. Show me your mouth position. Eh. Eh. What does this sound make? Eh. Show me mouth position. Eh. Show me mouth position. Eh. Show me mouth position. Eh. Watch me say the word. Everybody look at my mouth. Hen. Hen. Does my mouth look like or eh? That's right. The E and the I are tricky. You have to really think about it and write the sounds. Here it was. It was a eh. All right, you ready to chain?
Yes.
Here we go.
I'm always ready to
I love it. I know. It's my favorite part. Change the word hen to, look at me. It's always helpful to look. Then. Rowan's got his hand up. What did we do, buddy?
add it to the beginning. To the beginning.
Okay, so look at this. If I added this to the beginning, I think I heard someone say add a T to the beginning. Now, I want you to think about that. If I add a T, it does make the TH, right? We know that if I add a T. But when we talk about sounds, am I adding a T to the beginning? Think about that. If I add a T, then I'm saying T-N, ten. So it's tricky. I did add a T, but what should I have, instead of,
Change the hut to
Rowan, instead of adding a t, I should have changed the to a what? That's pretty tricky though. But Rowan, you are 1,000% correct. You were right because I had this word and you knew that all I needed to do was write a T. You were right.
I made dark.
But when we're talking about sounds, we got to change it all. All right, so we have then. Ready? Change then to, look up here. Than. 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 Anastasia. Than.
Change the to a
Yes? Do we agree?
Machine, yes.
Yes. And if you look at it, we have the word "and" in there. That's right. That's when we start talking about chunking.
We have hands.
I know. We have the silly word hand. So yeah, that's when you start learning all these sounds and you guys really learn how to chunk some words. So we could say, let's do them each sound. Let's decode it each sound. Ready? V, and, than. And let's chunk it. Ready? V, and, than. So the more you learn the sounds, the more you're going to be able to do that. All right, change than to that. That. Change than to that. Elliot, what am I doing? Change the N to a T. Yes? Do we agree?
Yes.
That. Who said there's two T's? You're right. Look, there's a T at the beginning, the T at the end. But let me ask you this, Peyton. I know that you noticed that. Does the T at the beginning and the T at the end make the same sounds? Do they make the same sounds? No, they don't. And what did you notice? That chunk at.
You can chunk it.
Okay, so let's do it. Each sound. Ready? Let's decode each sound. Go. V, at, that. And go ahead and chunk it like you like to do. V, at, that. Change that to bat. Bat. Change that to bat. Deej.
You change to a B.
I changed the V to a B. And which way does the B go, by the way?
Right.
Goes to the right. Because if I make that to the left, what was my word? Dat. Check your neighbor. Just glance at your neighbor. Make sure they have it to the right. Bat. Bat. All right, let's change the bat to chat. I will give you time to chat later. Chat. What am I doing? Peyton. There you go. Do we agree? Changing the B to a ch. Chat. All right. Change chat to Chad.
What Chad?
Chad. Chad. Brooks, look at yours. I think you're missing something. You've got ch. By the way, what does every word have to have every single time? A vowel. So if you ever look at your word and you don't see one of these guys, you need to look again.
You can't say sing without a vowel, or else it would be sing, sing.
It wouldn't even make sense. You got to have a vowel, right? You got to have a vowel. Brooks, what am I doing to make Chad?
Chad.
Change the t. Do a d. I had Chad. All right, change Chad to bad. It looks like we are having bad weather. Bad. What am I doing? Change it and tell me. Change and tell. Change and tell. Somebody different. Cash, what am I doing? Change the ch. Which way does that b go?
Right.
Goes to the right.
Chad, now let me look. A B, a B.
All right, change bad to bath. Bath. Now, look at me. I did not say bath. Look at my tongue. Bath. Some of you, when you talk to me, you say the word bath with a, but it's not. It is a knox. What am I doing? Bath.
Change the D
To a what? Got it. Bath. So let's do this. Let's say that somebody came in here that does not know CKLA, and they were like, I don't even know what this sound is. How do I know it has two sounds, but how do I know which one it is? What would you say to them? What suggestion would you give somebody if they didn't know?
Try them both out.
Try them both out. So let's try it with the voice first. Ready? Everyone do it with both. Go. Voice, sorry. B-ab. Bab. Make sense? Bab. Nope. Doesn't make sense. Now let's try it unvoiced. Ready? Do it. B-a. Bath. Does it make sense? Yes. Give that. Somebody doesn't know, give them that advice. Here we go. Change bath to, this is the last one, path. Change bath to path. And someone tell me. Somebody tell me. I want to get somebody who I haven't talked to. Zephyr. How am I changing bath to path? Change the b to a p. And we have the word path. All right. Erase your board. Put it in a vertical. Had to think about it. All right. Are you ready? Listen carefully. Hey. Real quick, we're going to end with this. You're going to write these words. You're going to have to write them quick.
Yes.
And then tell me how they are the same. Deej, turn around. Here we go. Let me get a good one. All right, here we go. 10. Oh, look at me. In, 10. Next word. Thin, thin. Tony. Thin. Okay, next word. Shin. 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 This is how fast we're going. Good job keeping up. Last one. Pin. Pin. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to turn to an elbow partner. How are the words alike? Why did I have you write those down there?
Hey, forgot me.
Rowan, come here. Come here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Give me a ticket. Why did I have you write all those words? Real quick, let's go with Daniel. Daniel, why are all those words, how are they alike?
Because
They all have N. Look at it. Tell me the curve in tin. Tell me the curve in thin. Tell me the curve in shin. Tell me the curve in pin. Okay. What do they all have in, which means they all do what? They all rhyme. Erase. Listen. Peyton, erase, put in the middle of your board. Just one big N, just like this. In. Here's your exit ticket. Listen carefully. This is your exit to go get your Seth book and come back to the rug. But listen carefully. Ready? Listen. I want you to make your own word that rhymes with shin, tin, pin, thin. Now look up here real quick. Real quick. When we are changing rhyming words, here it is. Here's my rhyme. What is it that we're changing? The beginning changes. Can you pick a vowel for your beginning? No. What do you have to choose? Consonant. Ready? Okay, I uncovered them. Go. Make your word. Make your word. When I call your name, you are excused to go get Seth and bring him back. Okay, Elliot. What's your word? Go. Lily, what's your word? Good. Peyton, what's your word? Go. What's your word? Vin. Brooks, what's your word? Go. Daniel, what's your word? Chin. You're excused. What's your word? Kin. What's your word? You're excused. What's your word? Ooh, Quinn. I like it. What's your word? Go. You're excused. What's your word? Rin. You are excused. Zeph, give me a word. In, but you got to put a consonant in front. I don't just want the curve. I want another word that rhymes. All right, guys. Put your book in your lap, behind you. Close it up. We're going to get that in just a minute. Yeah, it's okay. We got it.
And in your lap. You said in your lap.
In your lap, behind you, somewhere. Daniel, come up to the green. Elliot, move up to blue. You're so far behind, so far away. All right. Okay, so let me tell you where your book should be. It should be in your lap, or in front of you, or behind you, but your hands should not be touching them. Let's do this. So let's not do the lap. Put it on the ground. There you go. Then you won't be tempted. I know how much you guys like to get in the book to read the next story. So today we're starting on a new story with Seth. In a minute, we're going to read it together. Look at that. We have it on the screen. And we have Seth up here. If you notice on the board, I always write down the words that we're going to be seeing in this story. So we have been learning a lot about digraphs. And digraphs are, let me see it, two letters that make one sound. And when we see digraphs in CKLA, what does CKLA always do with the digraphs? They make them what?
Make them far apart.
They don't make them far apart, because we got to keep that digraph together because it's two letters that makes one sound, but they always make it a little bit darker, right? To help us remember that two letters make that one sound. So I want to give you a couple seconds after we go over the digraphs, and I want you to practice in your head. I want you to practice reading these digraphs. Here we go. Ready? Eyes up here. Tell me the sound. Shh. Or and qu. So with this one, I heard you say both of the sounds and th. So you're going to have to read the word, figure it out, and we'll talk about it in a minute. So I'm going to give you about 7 seconds. Analia. Okay, thumb up if you're ready. Thumb up if you're ready to read those. Peyton, you good? Okay, still, I'll give you about just a little bit longer. If you've already read them once and you know, read them again. Practice makes what?
Progress.
Try to read it a little bit faster this time. Peyton, you good? Okay, here we go. So these are the words that we're going to be seeing in Sal's Fish Shop, our story for today, with some SH digraph sounds. Here we go. Let's read it. Fish, shop, fresh, and shrimp. Now, if you notice, some of the sh sounds are at the end of the words, and some are at the beginning. So let's take a look at the TH. Yeah. End, beginning, end, beginning. I didn't even mean to do that. Look at that. I made a pattern and I didn't even know it. So let's talk about Seth. Oh, I just told you. Does this word, didn't mean to tell you, but I always do. Does this word have the voiced or unvoiced sound? Show me with your thumbs. It has the unvoiced. And you know what, guys? We know this name. What is this word? Seth. That's who we've been reading about all of this time. And here's the last word with the QU digraph. What's the word?
Squid.
Squid. Was that tricky to read? Pretty easy. Yeah. Just the sounds. Ready? Let's read it together. Squid. Squid. So these are some of the words that we're going to be seeing in Sal's fish shop today as we read. Now, before we go, I do have 2 vocabulary words that I wanted to share with you that we're going to be seeing in the story as well. Some things you may or may not know. So the first one is this. And I'm just going to hold it up. Don't call it out if you know it. I'm going to write the word here. And I am going to tell you, oh, I don't have a lot of room, that it is a what? It's a noun. So I want you to look at it. I want you to think. Wait. Okay. And I want you to read.
Clam.
This is a clam. And a clam, yeah, you've probably seen them at the beach, but a clam is a shelled animal. It means there's an animal inside of this little shell, and it lives in the water, lives in the sand or mud near the ocean. So you don't eat the shell, but inside of the shell, there's a little tiny animal, and that's what you eat. Anybody ever eat clams? It's a clam. I love clams. I really like to eat clams, but I want you to listen to this definition again, because it made me think of something that we're learning in knowledge. It says a shelled animal living in sand or mud near the ocean. What's the area that we've been learning about that's near an ocean? We're learning with Columbus. Daniel, what is that place called? The shore. So you would find clams at the shore, on the shore. So we are going to be reading about clams. And the second one is this. And oh, don't say it. I'm going to write it because I see some of you going like this. And this picture does not begin with that sound. When I say this picture, my mouth is not going to be making a movement. So watch this. I'm going to write it. Yeah, it's one that we already talked about. What is the word? Squid. And a squid is kind of like an octopus. It says it's a sea animal with 8 arms, 2 tentacles that some people like to eat.
Ew. I think Carl eats squid.
Now, I have a funny story about squid. Do you want to hear my funny story?
Yeah.
So one time I went to a restaurant and I ordered it was a soup that had a lot of seafood because I really like seafood, and one of the things that it had in it was squid, and I thought, well, I always like to try new things, so yeah, I'll try that soup. And this is a true story. When the soup came, there were whole squids in it, like that big. And I put my spoon in and I looked down and I went, there was a squid in my soup. And
alive?
No, he was cooked, but what do you think I did?
Screamed.
Yeah, in the restaurant?
Ate it?
I did not scream, but what do I always tell you guys?
Try
Try it and you might like it.
Yeah, but I tried broccoli. I did not actually. I like it.
I know.
I like broccoli.
So,
When I tried I think I tried spinach and
yeah.
okay, I did.
Okay, you have 10 seconds to talk about something that you tried. Go, 10, 10, 10, 10. All right, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to tell you the conclusion to my story. Here is what happened. Brooks, I did not scream, although I kind of wanted to, but there were a lot of people around, so I was like, I probably shouldn't scream. But like I tell you guys, I tried it because I thought, maybe I'll like it. And it was hard to eat, I'm not going to lie. Like 8 little legs in my mouth, and I didn't love it. So guess what? Now I don't ever order that soup again. But I tried it, right? I tried it.
Carl just cooks me Chinese soup, but not with squid in it.
Well, you might want to say this. You might want to say, I would not like any squid in my soup. And they might be like, that's a funny thing not ask for. Anyway, let's get back to Sal. So in this story, we're going to see the word clam. We're also going to see the word squid. We're going to see these words. Let's read it one more time, and then we're going to read it on the screen. Here we go. Read it. Fish, shop, fresh, shrimp, Seth, and squid. All right, eyes up here, guys. Look at the board. No, you can keep it on. So, eyes up here. As we read, as I read, and you listen to Sal's Fish Shop. Are you ready? Okay, so I want you guys just to listen, put your ears on, and watch. I'm going to read it one time all the way through. I just want you to listen. The second time I'm going to read it, I'm going to pause. Pause means to do what?
Stop.
No.
Stop for a second.
Stop for a second. I'm going to pause. I'm going to talk about some things, and then we'll read it together. Ready? 3 times. So up here, Seth, here we go. Sal's Fish Shop. Pat and Seth, listen first, went in Sal's fish shop. There we go. Sal had fresh fish. Sal had fresh shrimp. Sal had crabs. Sal had clams. Sal had squid. Pat got fish and shrimp. And in my opinion, that was a good choice. Do you think that I would have gotten near the squid part?
No.
Probably not. All right, now I'm going to read it the second time, and I'm going to point out some things to you as we read. The title, of course, is always at the top. Tells us what the story is about. Sal's Fish Shop. Now, if you remember, this is called a what? Apostrophe. And what does I'll take a ticket. What does an apostrophe mean, Daniel?
It means it belongs to someone.
So it's Sal's Fish Shop. Whose fish shop is it?
Sal.
It is Sal's. Pat and Seth went in Sal's fish shop. Now, if you've noticed, CKLA, they're giving you that TH digraph nice and dark, the SH digraph nice and dark, and the SH digraph nice and dark. I also want to point this out. Yeah, look. Oh, let me not step on this.
They have the title and the fish.
Yeah, and look, there's that apostrophe because they want everybody to know that whose fish shop is it? It is Sal's Fish Shop. And look, they're going in. Now, I did want you to notice something else. We talk a lot about capitals. Pat, Seth. Why do they get a capital letter at the beginning? Because it's their name. Look at this. Look at this. Sal's Fish Shop. Hey, wait a minute. Fish and shop have a capital too.
But they're not named. It's his.
What? It's his what though?
Shop.
It's his shop. Look, Sal's Fish Shop is the name of his shop. Is that shop important?
No. Yes.
Uh-huh. So it gets that.
Because if you don't eat, you might die.
All right, you ready? Guys, look.
You should eat all of the sentences have Sal.
Okay. All of them have Sal.
All of them had.
All of them had.
All of them had fish. I mean seafood.
Some kind of seafood, right? All of them end with what kind of punctuation?
A
Period. Am I getting excited?
No.
No, I'm just saying it in my regular voice. Ready? Listen, my turn. Sal had fresh fish. Sal had fresh shrimp. Sal had crabs. Sal had clams. Sal had squid. So I want you to look again at the digraph. I'm going to point to the digraph. You tell me the sound quick. Go. Shh. 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 Yes, Zephyr.
Can you get your restroom cut?
Yeah. And the last page. My turn. Pat got fish and shrimp. I'm going to point to the digraph. Say it quick. Shh. Shh. Okay, are you ready to read with me?
Yes.
Here we go. Last time, then you're going to get your book out. Ready? Let's start with the title. Let me see your eyes. Now, my tracker's up. My tracker's down. Here we go. Let's read it together. Sal's fish shop. Hey, Peyton, look up here. Ready? Read with me. Pat and Seth went in Sal's fish shop. This is a big one. I'm going to try not to fall off here. Sal had fresh fish. Sal had fresh shrimp. Sal had crabs. Sal had clams. Sal had squid. I like the way that you are so smooth. You do not sound like a robot. Good readers are smooth. Last one, ready? Pat got fish and shrimp. Circle up. Circle up. Trackers down. Here we go. Pointing to the title. Read. Sal's fish shop. Okay, ready? Go. Pat and Seth went in. Ooh, I got distracted. Can we do that one more time? I'm so sorry. Here we go. Read it. Pat and Seth went in Sal's fish shop. Turn the page. Read. Sal had fresh fish. Sal had fresh shrimp. Sal had crabs. Sal had clams. Sal had squid.
Look, dogs like the clams.
Yeah. If you turn back to page 29, Daniel, what were you saying, Daniel, about the picture?
Dogs like the clams. Dogs like the shrimp. I would think that's what I was looking.
You're looking at that?
It did T of the squid and then T of the fish.
Yeah, so it has all of the food in the containers, right? All right, turn the last page. Okay, last page. Ready? Read it. Pat got fish and shrimp. All right.
He would definitely. I don't. Is that fish? Is that a fish tail?
Is that a what?
Is that a fish tail?
Oh,
That is a fish.
it look okay. Well, that's interesting.
It's gonna be a line.
Look at what.
Wait. Seth got
It-
squid.
Interesting. I didn't even notice that.
Wait, this goes with lunch.
Okay, so everybody freeze and listen quick. Lots of chat. We are almost done. Looks like Pat got fish and shrimp, but if you look at Seth and the bags that he is carrying, what does it look like he got? He got some squid and fish.
I don't know.
And it has on the next page.
It's lunch.
Well, that's the next story that we're going to read.
Look that they bought.
They're eating the things that they bought. Okay, everybody freeze. Put your eyes on me. Before we go, listen, we are almost done. Hang in tight with me for just a second. I have some questions. Today, you're going to talk to an elbow partner. Point to your elbow partner. They are right next to you. Ready? I'm going to give you the question. I want you to talk. You have about 10 seconds. Use your inside voice, and then we will share out. Here's the first question. Look at me. What store did Pat and Seth go in? Talk to your partner. You guys can be a four partner.
Look, it says it right here, Miss Jenny.
It says it right there. Okay, come back. What store did they go in? Sal's Fish Shop. So what are some of the things, look at me, girls, look. What are some of the things that Sal had in the fish shop?
Fresh shrimp. Fish.
What did they have? Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here's what I noticed. You know, when we try to answer these questions, we've been really working on trying to answer in complete sentences. And this is what I heard a lot of. I heard this: shrimp, fish, squid, crabs. Let me ask you that. Are those complete sentences?
No.
Who can answer that question in a complete sentence? Let me read the question again. What are some things that Sal had in the fish shop? Who can give me a complete sentence?
Sal had fresh
Wait.
fish.
Okay, hang tight. Fresh fish. Is that a complete sentence, or would you say that's a phrase? That's a phrase. Cash, give me a complete sentence. Boom, listen to that. Sal had fresh fish. Boom. Is that a sentence?
Yes.
Brooks, hit it.
Sal had fresh shrimp.
Let's try it. Sal had fresh shrimp. Boom. Is it a sentence?
Yes.
Go, Anastasia.
Sal had crab.
Had what?
Crab.
Sal had crabs. Boom. Is it a sentence?
Yes.
Give me one more. Answer that with a sentence.
Sal had fish and cells.
Sam had fish and
He said Sam.
what? Okay, Sal had fish and what was your second word?
He said shells.
Shells. Did you mean clams?
We should. I was about to say.
Oh, did you mean squid?
Sal has. We should. I was about to say Sal had clams and Sal had squid.
Okay, I like it that you use and. So we're going to try that again. Turn and talk to your neighbor. What are some things that he had in the fish shop? Use a complete sentence. He had clams. Good sentence. All right, 3, 2, 1. If you can hear me, touch your chin. Oh, there's a digraph. Rowan, chin has a digraph. All right, last question. And remember, look at me. Let me see your pupils. Let me see your pupils. I want you to try to answer in a complete sentence. Last question. What does Pat, everybody point to Pat if you have the page. Turn to page 31. 31. Point to Pat. Point to Pat. Point to Pat. Who's Pat? Okay. I want you to answer in a complete sentence. What does Pat get at the fish shop? Go. Complete sentence. What does Pat get at the fish shop?
Pat got fish and squid.
Read it again.
Pat got fish and
Not shrimp. Read it, Rowan. What did she get? Look at the sentence.
and
What does the sentence say?
Pat got fish and shrimp.
Yeah. Oh,